So for a very long time now, you guys have been begging me to play as Germany in the Red World War II map mod for Civilization 5. And you know what? Today we're going to do it. We're going to try it out. Now this is going to be interesting because the mod has changed around a lot of gameplay mechanics and a lot of gameplay elements, so we will be kind of seeing a little bit of a different game here. It's not going to be the normal Civ 5 mechanics that we're all used to. So I hope you guys have been studying up on your World War II knowledge. I know certainly mine could be a little bit better. Now, before I start anything, I really want to get something off my chest. I'm aware that I'm as white as Casper the Ghost, and I don't want anyone to get any sort of weird ideas in this campaign. I just want to make sure I go out on the record making sure that I'm saying that the Nazis were terrible, terrible people, and this video is not sponsored by the Illuminati or something like that. So, as you can see, we have started off July 1st, 1939. We are 5 turns away from a war with Poland, because the way this mod is set up, at least this specific scenario, there are a few other scenarios where you can do like a world, an entire world map of World War II. There's another one that kind of, includes the east coast of both the US as well as Canada. I didn't want that one either because that one starts off at 1936 and it's really, really boring because you have to go through like 45 turns before you get anywhere close to the actual scenario around 1939. So this is going to kind of resemble the same events. It's not one of those super alternative histories where I believe what it's going to have me do. In 5 turns, I have to go to war with Poland. And then right after that, just like in real life, the Soviet Union will go to war with Poland as well. Right, and then obviously the Allies, France and Great Britain will declare war on me as soon as I declare on Poland. The thing that I need to make sure that happens, though, is I need to make sure that Italy is on our side, because they don't always join in. We do not start off this game as a team, and we're not in an alliance or anything like that. France and the UK automatically start off in an alliance. We do not with Italy. So it's very important that they're not willing to accept a defensive pact right now, but this is clearly what we want to do. Let's try to get a declaration. Oh, we can't. We can't even do a declaration of friendship. Okay, so we'll have to watch that. We need to make sure that we get a defensive pact up with Italy before France and the UK declare on me. If that can't be done, then well, we're gonna have to fight everyone by ourselves. Maybe the Soviet Union can help us out. Maybe that would help us. Would they include no defensive pacts? Declaration of friendship. No. Okay, too premature. So it looks like the Soviet Union might stay. They might stay neutral for a little bit, just like in real life. We'll see. We have, I believe it's the nationalist Spain, which they're not allied to me. I know that in earlier scenarios in this Red World War II mod, obviously you're on the side, I believe, of the nationalist Spain, the Spanish Civil Revolution that was trying to push for the autocracy rule or whatever it was, but for some reason, we're not allied to Spain. Not sure why. I'm guessing. I don't know. Like I said, my history, my knowledge of World War II is kind of lacking. It's not as good as it once was. I am allied to a few, Slovakia, and that is it right now. I'm friendly towards Sweden. I'm friendly towards Albania, Hungary, and that's it. Oh, Libya. Libya? I think that's it. The font is like so dark, I can barely see some of this stuff. That's weird. So we need to get ready. So there are a few things that you might be noticing that's a little bit different from what you're used to in Civ 5. We have regular gold. We're all used to that sort of thing. But we also have materials and personnel. Maximum personnel reserve and stuff like that. Now this is going to help. This is going to help rebuild some of my units when they're taking damage, as well as it's going to just generally, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe it's going to cost me material to make certain, whether it's an infantry unit or a panzer. Obviously we have Panzer IIs, and those can get upgraded by the way. So let's go ahead and do the city management. We're probably going to take the first 2 videos before the war completely breaks out, because we have a lot of setting up to do. We cannot just jump into this. This is going to be difficult. This will be difficult. So let's go ahead. I'm not sure why, but we've got a bunch of unemployed citizens. So let me make sure that they're working tiles, and that'll help me out with some growth and stuff like that. Again, the buildings have all new different changes. I guess we'll work food and production and gold in these forest tiles rather than anything else. A lot of the buildings have different impacts. Like a big one I know is the broadcast tower, which allows you to then generate personnel recruitment and stuff like that, which is obviously a pretty important building to build, especially the broadcast tower is very crucial when you're taking over enemy cities and after their resistance is over and everything like that. They also allow you to build a few more things where instead of not only just wealth, but you can buy war bonds, which is going to add some of the gold and production to material for resources. Yeah, convert 75% of gold and production to material reinforcements. And then you can also decide to use food for recruit personnel as well. Okay, so Berlin is our most powerful city as Germany currently. And also, we can't build units everywhere. We can't necessarily build units in all the empire, the German Empire cities. As you can see here, we can't build any sort of units there, so we have to keep that in mind. Also, a lot of the production in these cities are very, very poor, as like you see here. The lowest building is going to take 38 turns. This might be one of those buildings that, or one of those cities where we might just want to focus on maybe upping our reinforcement personnel, recruit personnel for reinforcements. That might be a good idea. We would be using food in this case, so I don't know if we probably want to use food since they've got like almost no gold and production material. And yeah, that'd probably be the best. Actually, I think wealth is good too, because I can always have the opportunity of purchasing buildings, purchasing units. I believe units. I'm not even sure. Let's check on that. No, I can only purchase buildings. Okay, good to know. So I'll build a barracks. Mostly I'm going to be building barracks within my empire, but you know what? Maybe it's not. You know what? Frankfurt is a pretty good city. I'm going to build a unit. Any city that I have the opportunity to build a unit in, I'm going to build that unit. Our panzers are obviously really, really good. They can attack multiple times, and the panzers are also going to get upgraded throughout this campaign from panzers 2s to 3s to 4s. I'm not sure if it goes after that. I'm pretty sure it does, but yeah. So let's go ahead and build a panzer. I don't think we can ever get enough panzers. Those are very, very powerful tanks. If you're used to, I guess, German. If any of you have played Hearts of Iron 3, then you might know a lot more knowledge than I certainly will. So yeah, I'm gonna build panzers everywhere I can, especially in Prague. That sounds like a good idea. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to do this. I wanted to kind of prepare for Hearts of Iron 4 eventually going to launch soon, and I'm really excited for that. Oh man, yeah, you're gonna need to build wealth. For all the people, all the cities that just have very, very poor production, we're just gonna use wealth for now, because that is useful. If we're doing 127 per turn, then we'll be on our way. Every 10 turns, we'll be able to buy a building in certain areas. The factories also have different sorts of meanings and stuff like that. You can have a large air factory, medium, and a small. You can also have just a land factory where you produce heavy tanks. So that would be good. Production when building land units as well increased by 15%. It's going to add to our stockpile of material by 50 and then 15 material per turn. So that's obviously a pretty good one to kind of build up. And it's going to take... Vienna's going to take too long to build any units, so let's go ahead and slap down... Maybe let's do maybe... Oh no, let's go ahead and do land factory for now. Although... The amount of material we're making per turn is going to be good. I think we're just fine with that. I don't want to waste 19 turns. Let's go ahead and build the barracks. Let's go ahead and build the barracks as we wait for that city's production to get a little bit better. You do this. No. Let's go with an anti-aircraft gun, because there is a lot of aircraft throughout this world. We're going to have to deal with a lot of aircrafts and lots of different ones as well. It's not the ones that we're used to. Oh, what is this? City's defense strength. I think we're going to be okay with city defense strength. I'd rather build a bank to get a little bit more gold up. I'm telling you, gold's going to be my key resource. Gold, I think, is going to be key for me. And yeah, you'll build the barracks, even though it's going to take you 10 turns. We might as well. You can't really do anything, so we'll work on wealth for the most part. If we're really lacking in personnel or material, then I'll kind of switch up the strategy. But for now, I mean, there's really nothing else we can do. As you can see, I've got to kind of go throughout every single one of these cities. Oh, wait, I didn't want to do that. I do want to build a panzer in Berlin. And Cologne, I think this might be our last one. Barracks in 2 turns, I like it. All right, so we're good to go. So let's go ahead, and I guess we kind of want to split up our troops somewhat evenly. One kind of on the border of Poland, and then on the border of France, because this will not be easy. France also has a few allies. France and the UK both have allies, so that we're going to have to, I think, be thrown into this war. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, so Algeria... Romania is not anyone, and also the amount of gold it costs. So I don't know if you guys are used to the Red World War map mod, but everybody except for France, the UK, the Soviet Union, Italy, and I believe Greece are all considered... Oh yeah, it's right here. So all 6 of these guys are all the only people that are actually playing the game. They're all civilizations. Every single other country you see are city-states, but they're very powerful city-states. As you can see, they have multiple cities. They're not city-states. They're like very powerful empires. So allying to one of these city-states are very important. And as well as you can see the bar with my allies. So Slovakia here is my ally. We're almost friendly enough with Hungary, which would be good. And it costs so much more gold to actually give these guys influence. Look at that. Unbelievable. 100,000 gold. What the hell is up with that? So I don't know if that's going to happen until maybe the later parts of this game. We'll see. So I want to divide them up pretty evenly here. I don't want to just throw everyone on the border of Poland or everyone on the border of France, because Poland is certainly not a pushover. They are not a pushover, believe it or not, especially when you have to deal with the UK and France attacking from our west, which is going to make things really, really complicated. So I do want to align maybe tanks on the border here. So let's go with one Panzer. This is a Panzer 1, so it's not going to be as powerful as some of the other things that we have. I know that we have at least one Panzer 2, which would be important. Oh, this is a Panzer 3. Nice. So, yeah, as you can see, they're going to have a little bit more strength. Also, because I am in this map mod, everyone has their own special, unique ability. Nazi Germany is given the Blitzkrieg promotion for every single one of their, I believe, their tank units. Yeah, I don't think it can be. It's not for their infantry, I believe, right? Yeah, so just every single one of their tank units, which ultimately is going to mean I get 1 additional attack per turn. Yeah, so that's nice. And not to mention, I mean, these tanks are going to be moving very far. We already have most of our empire is just aligned with the railroads and everything like that, so that'll make it fun. So I guess I'll go 1 Panzer 3. We should probably do this Panzer 3 right on the road. Now, tanks do get a penalty for attacking cities, so we want to be careful of that. We definitely, if we can kind of call it, if we can kind of like make any sort of use out of it, we want to attack with infantry units. I don't think I want to move into France too much, so I'm not going to put many of my infantry units on the border of French territory. I'd like to kind of do most of my German infantry on the border of Poland, because I do plan on taking a lot of their cities early off the ground. Ultimately, we're going to just try to defend against France until our war with Poland is done, and I really hope that a war with the Soviet Union doesn't break out. Obviously, everyone knows that Germany's biggest problem was that they declared war on the Soviet Union way too early, prematurely, and they divided their front. They made 2 fronts for themselves. We're gonna hopefully not make that mistake, but I can't make any. I can't tell you that I promise I won't, because the game might just kind of force. The gamers might have it happen, and if that's the case, then we're gonna make it. We're gonna try our best, and we're gonna try to defend our lands as best as we can. So we have another Panzer 3 here. I don't want to put too many tanks this way, but I don't want to leave them defenseless. There's a lot of Panzers 3. A lot of Panzer 3 here. A lot of Panzers 3. Panzer 1 will go this way. Infantry, of course, will come this way, right along the border. I like it. And I think 4 tanks should be good. And then obviously some aircrafts. We do have a lot of aircrafts stationed within Berlin, all different types. Some of them are bombers. Some of them are just mainly for like interception of enemy aircrafts and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure Poland doesn't have much of an air force. So what I want to do is for my aircraft that are really good at like interception and stuff like that. Yeah, like 100% interception, air sweep. They're very good against air units and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and move all my aircrafts that are used for defending. I'm going to move these close to the border of France, because France does have a pretty good air force. Poland, on the other hand, doesn't. So I'm going to move my bombers maybe a little bit closer to their territory. Bombers to be used for cities and stuff like that. They do have a penalty against naval, so I'm going to want to make sure that they don't attack any sort of navy or anything like that. They've got pretty good range, though, so I don't need to worry about that too much. These are just regular fighters. They can help me out in just about anything. I just don't think they have... Well, actually, they're not good at attacking cities, fighters, or submarines, but they're very good at attacking land units, like land units, sea units, armor units. So these are kind of all-purpose, just not really for like sieging and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess I'll keep 2 there. I kind of want to keep it divided, even though we don't really have to worry about nukes at the moment. So I think that's about it. I don't want it now. Obviously I have a little bit of knowledge. I'm not jumping into this dry. I know a little bit about the mod and how the scenario scenario works. So for one thing, I really do not want to keep my naval units outside here, anywhere close to the British Isles, because the UK will mess me up. So I want to keep them here. I'm eventually going to be getting some, like, I forgot what they're called, but boats that the boats that are going to be providing me material for my empire, which are going to be obviously crucial in the middle of war. So I guess we'll go a little bit towards Denmark. Obviously, Denmark needs to eventually go down. I'm sorry for those of you that are Danish and that are watching this, or from Denmark and that are watching this, but I've got to destroy Denmark at some point. Unfortunately, they've got a pretty good city, Copenhagen, 6 citizens and then 12 citizens. Also, every single one of the combat strength of these cities are going to vary. Some cities are going to be much harder than others to take. So as you can see, the Polish cities aren't very good. They're at 8, 9, 14, nothing impressive. But when it comes to France, we've got 28, 25, 29. Look at that. London has a 37 defense strength for their city. So yeah, Poland cities are going to be a lot easier to take, but their units are pretty strong. So they're going to have pretty powerful units. Okay, so let's go. I think we're good. I think we can go to the next turn. Finally, oh, not yet. Again, there's going to be a lot of setting up before we just jump into war. We cannot just afford to jump into war. I'm going to take these guys back to my territory if I can and defend my empire. I want to get them just so far away from the UK, because they've got a pretty powerful navy. They will mess me up. I don't want to be anywhere out here in the Atlantic Ocean in the open, because I will just get totally destroyed. So let's go ahead and go to the next turn. I don't think there are any wars. I believe the Spanish Civil War has already finished up. They obviously have. So yeah, I don't think there's any wars going on. I believe 5 turns is the amount of time the game is going to give me before I have to declare war on Poland. And then I think the turn after that, the UK and France both join in. I don't have much of any allies. I've got one city-state ally. I don't even want to call them city-states, because I feel like that's just I don't know. They're not city-states at all. So I feel bad for calling them that. Yeah, so entering war in 5 turns. Here we go. So we got to prepare our troops. Let's do this. This is going to be exciting. I'm going to keep everyone there. I mean, we don't have anything else to really do in terms of city production or moving around units. We've done it all in the very beginning, so now we just hit next turn until the war breaks out. So our planes are all good. We do have a city connection. Awesome. And I feel pretty strongly about this. Let's go ahead and make sure, because I want to continue to ask Italy if he's willing to join in. I want to ask him if he's down. He's neutral attitude towards me. We do have a declaration of friendship, so that helps. So you would think that he would accept this at some point. He better accept it soon. Let's go ahead and ask for open borders first of all. That'll be useful. No. Why not? 45 gold? I don't know if this is going to make you happy, but I think I maybe should just give it to you. I'm going to need your open borders, and I would like you to have open borders with me. So, yeah, 45 gold isn't much. It's not like 45 gold per turn or anything like that. And we've got plenty of gold anyways. We've got a lot of cities that are working wealth, so things are going fine. Okay, so we have a German infantry unit stationed within the city. I guess we'll kind of go right on this railroad, just take us right into this city. Obviously, we would like to take more cities away from Poland than the Soviet Union does. I want to definitely control this war with the Polish a lot better than the Soviet Union. Obviously, they're going to grab a few cities, which is unfortunate, but I'd like to limit the amount of cities they take. I want to take more cities than they do, so that obviously that will bring us more power at the end of the day, which is crucial. So I should have a goal for this. I should probably sum up that I don't think I want to go throughout this entire campaign or this entire scenario. I'm not going to... I don't think I'm going to play this mod, this scenario is very, very long. It all depends on really, I guess, your guys' feedback and what you guys think of the series, but I may just make this a mini-series. I have a few goals. I obviously want to take Paris. I want to take... I think I want to take all the main capitals. I think I would like to take all the main capitals here. We've just been denounced by the UK and France. I want to take, obviously, London, Paris, and then Moscow from the Soviet Union. That would be ideal. I'm not sure if we're going to do much more than that. If I can do that, then I'll feel accomplished with my goal. If you guys still want me to continue on with the series by that point, then I will. But it all depends on you guys. Anyways, like I said, like I've said so many times in the past with a part 1 video, if you guys really like this series, if you guys are happy that I'm finally doing this series, it helps so much if you leave a like or a comment or whatever it is that you can do. It helps out tremendously. I'm loving the support that I get from you guys. It makes it unbelievably fun. You guys have no idea how fun it is to do this for you guys every single day. I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are enjoying this content that I'm making, and I hope you guys are ready for part 2, because I will see you guys tomorrow.